you. Welcome to the museum. I actually used to work here, which is weird. That's Nike, Goddess of Thrace, 3,000-year-old dead man named Pahat. It's a Matthew Henson suit. Don't give a shit. Jobs, by and large, are stupid. I don't know if you've noticed that about yours, but they are. They're dumb. And the weird thing is you don't even need them. You think you do, but it's actually just that you like stuff. And, you know, if you didn't really like stuff, you wouldn't really need to have that job. The more stuff you have, the better job you need to get. And the weird thing is most jobs are you're either making stuff or selling stuff or fixing stuff or throwing out stuff. So really, it's a big circle jerk. What was I going to talk about? Right, I had a job in high school. I'm actually in a high school now. I teach math, which is stupid, but I used to be a high school student and have a job at the same time, and that job was working for Berkshire County Commissioner's Office. I used to drive the underwater weed harvesters, which are those goofy-ass little things with the big paddle wheels and the conveyor belts and the rotating scissor teeth at the front, and they go through the area lakes and they pull out all the lake weed and stumps and occasionally pissed off snapping turtles. Nobody has a pet snapping turtle, by the way. Ask around. It doesn't happen. They suck. So I didn't feel really bad about just reversing gear and sending them back through the conveyor belt and back over the teeth and into a Noda lake. Jobs are risky. Working here was fairly safe. There's a lot of room, but very few things that would hurt you. I was a little scared of that lady. She sometimes frightened me, but other than that, it was nice. Theoretically, the bigger the risk, the more pay you should get, like firefighter, police officer, African-American male. Should get a lot just for leaving the house, but that's not a job, and if it was, I don't know who would want it because it pays really shitty, the hours are very long, there's a lot of competition. Anyway, in high school, these underwater weed harvesters were a pretty safe bet. You're out in the sun, and it's a very nice day, and it's a lovely thing to do, but this one day, I was on a Noda lake, and I'm just scooting along, doing my thing, looking down with my special shade so I can see down into the water what I'm going to scoop up and avoid any large stumps or Jimmy Hoffa, something like that. And as I'm going along, I look to the shore, and there in the parking area by the beach on Noda Lake is the pickup truck with my partner, and he's just sitting there smoking a cigarette, watching me work while he does nothing. It is a government job. And I start signaling to him to get his attention and tell him I'm going to do like 2 more laps, and then let's go load it into the dump truck, and they can sell it to the farmers or whatever the hell they do with lake weed, smoke it, I'm not sure. And he doesn't see me, so I'm wildly trying to get his attention and not realizing that I don't have my own attention. My attention is on him and not on what I'm doing. And don't text and drive and take your eyes off the road, even if that road is a lake, because I hit a submerged, torn-up canoe, which tore a foot-long hole in my hull on the left side. I don't know if that's port or starboard. I'm not a boat guy because of this. And ruptured my fuel line. And the reason I know that is because the vehicle went from this to this, and like this into a big pool of burgeoning gasoline stink. So as I'm starting to go down, I realize, A, not as cool a job as I thought. B, I am strapped into this fucking thing. Like there's belt, and harness. So I don't know if you've ever tried to undo a belt while your hands are shaking. Now submerge yourself in water and see how fast you can get it done. The answer is you can't. So I had this weird out-of-body experience where I looked down and suddenly realized that my hand had, of its own volition, probably wanting to survive, pulled the little utility knife out of my toolkit and was cutting through the straps and my shirt, but not me, which was very thoughtful, and I thank it for that. And I managed to kick off from the vehicle, swim up to the top, big gasp of air, happy to be alive, climactic ending, but I'm swimming towards the shore, towards my partner in his pickup truck, and he's just still smoking. He's just like, I can't do anything, you're in the water. And as I'm swimming, I started thinking, you know, jobs have a risk. And every job I've had since then, thinking now, has had some element of risk. And no matter how dangerous it was, if it involved fire or firearms or teaching children math or working here, the biggest risk in every single job that I have ever had was me. Thank you. They go first.
First doing that one.